psychology and spirituality are very connected together, you know. So yeah, because when we speak about personality, we can see how much complex it is and how much complication. And the simple proof of that is the society in which we live, you know. Our society is made of complication and complexity, and even relationships are made of complication and complexity. How much can we really, you know, have easy relationship when we understand each other, create unity, harmony, you know, be easy together? Not so easy. Huh? Usually it's I have my ID, you have your ID, I'm against your ID, I don't like your ID. It's a fight of ID, no? And because of that, we live in the world of polarization, which means extreme duality. And we see it recently with the election in USA, you know, there is too extreme to some extent. And so, but obviously, what we want is to have first a personality in which I am easy, clear, and harmonious with myself. Because otherwise, I will think one thing one day, next day something else, and my attitude and my habit will do something else, and situation and circumstance comes, and I will do again something else, and I will not know where I am myself. And my personality will be a mix of so many things which I cannot recognize myself. I cannot identify myself with all of that. So I think is, the first thing is, which is a huge work, and it's a work of every day, to simplify my life, myself, and to create clarity. And in the knowledge of Raj Yoga, we even use the word purity. And this word purity is very important because purity refers to exactly who I am and what I really need, and what is really what the soul is made of. When you achieve a level of purity, maybe not complete purification, because we can see every day something wrong is emerging. I mean, every day we have negative thought, feeling angry, irritating, just coming from one school to here, just on the traffic jam. Myself, I can see myself say, why this one is doing like that? Why isn't this one? You know, you lose your self-control easily, you know? And obviously, then you can have wrong type of thought, and which is part of creating your personality. And then it becomes complex and complicating, and then it's part of your memory, which can influence your mind and do something wrong at some point, because more disappointed, discontent, unhappy, irritated, at some point, you know, you cannot have the proper attitude, the right attitude to do the right job or to express the right value, the right attitude. And then my life becomes a mess. I enter in conflict, in trouble, in a quarrel, you know, and then everything becomes more and more complicated. So, obviously, if I want to make it everything simple, I have to understand something, again, very simple is, we cannot live without peace. If there is no peace, then if peace didn't exist, I mean, everyone speaks about peace, but we have the war and the conflict. But if we speak so much about peace, it's because it's a real need of the self. It's really there. So the first work that I have to do on myself is to have attention on creating peace. And that is why one of the most, I would say, famous mantra of India is Om Shanti, isn't it? I'm sure you all know Om Shanti, which is the mantra of Brahma Kumari, And Om Shanti means I have to remember I am a being of peace. And let me act, think, speak, interact, relate, behave in a peaceful way. And also because it is said that if you want to be listened by people, speak in peace. But if you speak with too much harsh or too much bossiness, then people have difficulty to understand you. So anyway, peace also is allow you to do everything in order and quiet and calm and when you have peace, you can see clearly. It gives you the time to understand what you have to do. It gives you the time to think. So peace, and then when you have peace, you can. It's like the preservation of your energy. Then you can use that energy to, as your teacher and a student and principal, so you need for so much work. So you need your peace to preserve your energy and to do your job. And also because in life, because of these worlds, of this society of today is, again, more and more complicated. After the Second World War, everyone say is the last one. But and everyone say, no, we want just peace. Okay, yeah. Okay, so. Okay, yes. Yeah. So after the Second War, everyone said it's the last one and we want just one peace. But from that moment, there has been so many wars as never. Myself, I'm based in Serbia, and maybe you have heard that in the late 90s and early 2000s, there was quite a bad war in the Balkan region, with Serbia, Slovenia, Croatia, Bosnia, So it was quite with many killing, So and it was still, in 2000, it was just there, and everyone was able to see it, and no one was able to do anything to stopping it. And now, obviously, we have Ukraine and Russia and Israel and Palestine, So what I want to say is, it's easy to speak about peace, but it's a real intense work on ourselves to achieve it. And it's the attention on every moment. It's the attention of having to the self. So all of that to say that peace is within me. Peace is part of me. Om Shanti. I, the soul, I am a being of peace. And that is, at least, I should meet everyone with this greeting and having that attitude of Om Shanti. In fact, if you really want to develop the highest character, the highest personality, when you meet someone, you should meet that one by seeing the soul and by seeing the quality of the soul and yourself stable in your value and your peace and having this interaction in soul consciousness. But usually we say, Mr. and that's it, I don't even think about the value. And I just see the body living, but I don't see the soul. Because this is what I am, who I am. And in fact, as we speak of psychology, it's the psychology of the soul, of what we speak of when we speak about psychology. And you have the word psyche, the psyche, the self, the being, the spirit, And more I know the being, the spirit of who I am, then I can have the proper understanding of my inner functioning, and in a very simple way, I will, very practical way to describe the psyche, the self, the soul, is we are are a being of thinking. Nothing happens without thinking. We are a being of knowledge. We need to have knowledge to handle situation, relationship, and to do some work.